G'day, Harrison. This little video is just in response to your question: when do you use the sine rule and when do you use the cosine rule? So I thought I'll start. We'll start with the formula, and that'll sort of give you an idea. So the sine rule is this: you've got a on sine a equals b on sine b, right? So if you wanted to find a side, for example, um, let's say you wanted to find a missing side of a triangle. Well, in any formula, you can really only solve it if you've got one unknown, right? So say we wanted to find side A, then we would need to know that angle, and that side. So to use the sine rule to find a missing side, you'd need two angles and another side, right? Similarly, if you let's do that again. If we had a on sine A equals b on sine b. Let's say we wanted to find an angle, then you'd need to know that. You'd need to know two sides, and you'd need to know another angle. All right. So that sort of gives you an idea. All right. So finding a side, you need two angles and another side. Finding an angle, you need two sides and another angle. Okay. That's using the sine rule. So just to give you an example, so here's a triangle. So we wanted to find that side, and let's say we knew that that was 28 degrees, and this angle was, this side was 38, and well, at the minute, that wouldn't be enough information, would it? Because we need, in order to find a side, we need two angles and another side. At the minute, we've only got one angle and a side. We'd need to know, we'd need Well, and it's also, sorry, one other thing. We need to be specific. See, angle. So to work out side A, we need angle A. So the opposite angle. So it's not good enough to know this angle. We'd need to know the opposite angle. So if that was, say, that was 35 degrees. Well, now we've got enough information. We've got the side. We've got the opposite angle. We've got another angle, and we've got a side. All right. So that we could use to find x. So if we were using the sine rule, we'd write it up like this. We'd go x on sine 35 is equal to 38 on sine 28, and we'd go from there. Okay, so that's when to use the sine rule. Now, let's just hang on. Okay, so there are certain circumstances where the sine rule won't be enough. As you saw, you need to know, you have got some criteria. Let's say we had, let's do it with the cosine rule. Here's the cosine rule. A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. Okay. So again, if you want to find something in an equation, you can really only have one unknown if you want to work out the value of something. So if we wanted to work out the value of a squared, we need to know both of the lengths of the other sides, and we need to know the opposite angle to it. Okay, so if we wanted to work out that side, we would need to know this, we'd need to know that, and we'd need to know this. So in other words, two sides and the angle in between them. That's what we need. Now, if we're trying to work out an angle, so let's say we were trying to work out we're trying to work out angle A, well, we need everything else in that equation. We'd need to know A, we'd need to know B, we'd need to know C. So you can use the cosine rule to say we wanted to work out that angle. We could if we knew that side, and that side. So to use the cosine rule to find a side, you need the other two sides and the angle in between them. All right, like this. If you want to work out an angle, you need to yeah, you need to know the other three sides. And that's when you use the. And notice here, you wouldn't be able to use the sine rule on that because you go side on angle equals side on. I don't know that angle, so you wouldn't be able to use the sine rule on that. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea.